Welcome to the Two Dads, One Mike podcast, the podcast where Mike gets his back blown out on a weekly basis.
What?
My name's
What the fuck? How'd I start
Mike.
catching strays for this shit? What?
It just came to me like this.
Coming in hot.
My name's Taylor. This is Mike. God damn it. Okay.
I think you're twisting your words a little bit. My back blows out, not gets blown out.
No, I knew what I meant.
And it was intentional.
It was intentional. Anyways, we start our first show with the drink of the show. Mike, what do we got?
We are drinking today Voodoo Ranger
We don't
hard charge tea.
we don't
peach.
we don't want this anymore.
No, this is left over from our last episode. We're gonna finish it. Maybe we're gonna continue drinking it. I don't know that we're gonna finish it. I think it's better than our twisted tea, though.
Yeah, that twisted tea was garbage.
That was nasty. We consumed
We
too
do-
much of
we
that.
do
Why
like-
did we drink so
we
much?
do like
of that?
T-shirts though. Send me that.
This would be cool. That would be cool merch.
Yeah, why did we consume that? I think it was just cheap, or was this where you saw it?
No, I wanted it because I never had it, but we I want it now. No, I was like, I've never had this. People say it's good, but we consumed a lot of it. We could have stopped,
We didn't though.
and we didn't. And I suffered for 2 or 3 days after that.
Your stomach did for sure.
Yeah,
That's right.
and everybody else in this
Yeah.
household did.
They suffered.
Yeah, because it was bad.
Oh shit.
How would not? It was twisted tea worse than the spicy pumpkin beer?
Oh, the fucking pumpkin beer.
Which was
awful.
worse?
The tea was better. The
Tea was better?
The pumpkin beer was trash.
Maybe. You might be right.
At least my opinion. That's just my 2 cents.
Versus a pickle martini.
Fucking pickle
would be-
martini. Get S my D for all I care. Fuck that shit. He owes me a good one next. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Anyways, all right.
That's what we're drinking tonight,
yes.
kind of ish. If we can
I
muscle
mean,
it.
we're almost there. So last episode we talked about AI and
Mhm.
some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. And now we're going to go into the second half of this conversation, and that's going to be data centers. And
and I don't know that it's necessarily second half. The other side.
Yeah.
It's not the other side. The physical. Because I think like our youth sports episodes that we've had in the past, like
Sure.
I think there's a million different ways to dissect this.
yeah,
And a
agreed.
lot of different conversations we can have with a lot of different people that might have more knowledge or experience or might be more on one side than the other
Yeah.
of these types of topics. But so I have a hard time saying like the other half. I don't know how I would word it differently though.
Well, and it's all kind of the same conversation.
Yeah.
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 I think it's just more like I mean,
This
I'm
other
assuming-
side.
right? The other side to it.
Yeah, the other
that's fair.
side.
That's fair.
You
That's
know,
a very good
like-
way to put it.
Because there might be 25 different sides, but this is another branch of it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Agreed. So, specifically, what I want to talk about with the data center topic is how it's affecting communities around the country. And I think you can make this political or make it not, but I think it's literally both sides of the aisle that are contributing to this problem,
Mm-hmm.
allowing these data centers to go in. And here's the thing, when you look at the size of these data centers, I mean, you're talking acres
Yeah.
on acres and on acres of actual land
Yep.
that's being used for these. And so for me, it's, I want to go into like the whole eco effect and how, things are really kind of not in a great spot right now when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, first things first, obviously, like here in Wisconsin, we are dealing with our own problems of having these data centers built. And just kind of a little bit of a backstory for us, it's the problem with these data centers is that they're really trying to they're really like the drinking water's poor. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it sounds like there's like a loud vibrating noise that comes from these things.
Well, and it heats up like the ground around it
Yeah, like
for
the like
like
the
how many
physical,
square miles?
right, the physical temperature
Yep.
changes. And so for me it's, I don't want that shit here. And
No,
I understand you need it in order to have AI, correct?
yep.
And so for me, it's like, well, wait a minute, why am I footing the bill,
Yep.
and then you get all the perks?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
Well, and that's because I think the data centers that have gone essentially unchallenged and that are already built or well underway, I think those got away with it before with like the perk of not many people knowing all the downsides of physically having a data center close to you or in your community, because of the pollution, both noise and physical, of polluting the water and increasing ground temp, which consuming so much power that you know you're talking about creating a larger power plants. We're burning more coal to deal with these, to power these up. um it's like, let's race to get them done before everybody realizes how bad they are.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, as the demand is still there for AI to keep putting these things up, and I just feel like it's very much, let's get these up before too many people figure this out and put up too big of a fight.
Well, and that's the thing. It sounds like when, like for example, they had a meeting on Capitol Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and AOC had Alexandria Ocasio Cortez, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
She got a mason jar, and
Yep.
she's showing the mason jar during the meeting. There's water in the mason jar, or there's a brown subject or substance in the mason jar. It's literally brown water from Georgia. And she's holding this and she's saying this water,
Came
once
out.
drinkable, is no longer drinkable because of a data center being built in this area.
So do you know what is turning the water so bad? Is it like chemicals getting into it, or like
So
is it like
so I'll be honest, like I don't have all of the ins and outs
yeah.
of why the drinking water is turning a certain color
Mm-hmm.
or not. I know that, when they build these data centers, they have to cool the servers.
Yep.
So these servers need something that can cool it, which
Well,
essentially is the water.
and it might just be the fact that it's going through mechanisms or machines to
Correct.
cool, and it all the gunk and stuff is coming
Probably
from
coming
that,
out.
right? Like,
If I had to take a guess, that's probably what it is. But we actually were trying to get together with somebody by the name of Quinn. She is a big, big, big advocate for not getting data centers built.
mm-hmm.
She talks about every city that's building one. I'm very excited to have her on eventually, but
Yes,
she will kind of be able to go into more detail about all of this.
I'm excited about
Yeah,
that conversation.
agreed. And so, but anyway, so back to the conversation. The biggest thing is, these data centers are being built. Yes, people are having to build these data centers, but once the data center is built, that's it. There's a few people that work there, and
Yeah,
and then
to kind of maintain
right, and
it's
then
it's not like a big factory.
no,
Like, yeah, there's some downsides,
correct,
some bigger stressors put on the surrounding community physically, air polluting, whatever, like XYZ, like it used to be, but it created thousands of stable permanent jobs,
right,
right? Like the jobs it creates while they're building it are very well paying, skilled labor and trade, like jobs in the trades, but they're not long term. Once that data center is built, the actual jobs that stay there are minimal. This is the epitome of let's put a little bit of effort as a community, as skilled laborers to make this, and then we don't need to employ anybody.
Right.
Right? Like, you don't need to pay them. You don't
No.
need to pay any benefits, any unemployment stuff, you know. And that's one big part that I don't care for. I don't. I want jobs to be created and sustained in a community. The more people you can have working and earning a good compensating job, the better the whole community is. The more they're able to support their families, spend that money in other local businesses and stuff. And the data centers don't have that permanent job creation.
No, well, and the other thing is too is so like obviously we have one big one being built in Port Washington.
Mhm.
We have another one being built in Pleasant.
Have you driven by that one in Port
Oh yeah,
Washington? It is monstrous.
it's fucking crazy, and people are like, I don't want this,
Yeah.
and they vote. I don't know how these people are just like, yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
let's do it.
Like these people, like the biggest problem for me
is that like the Common Council or whatever of Port
Yeah,
Washington
has
saying,
to approve
yeah,
it.
let's do that.
Yeah, anything that wants to be built, I believe, has to be approved through the city council.
Yeah.
However, I just learned in the last day or two that there is an executive order from the president, number 14318, essentially protecting data centers and pretty much saying that they are a form of national security. So you can't protest it. That it's done.
I'm sure the president has plenty of property that he could build that shit on.
I know.
And I get that we need these.
To a point.
Right? And I say that with hesitation,
No, of course,
not because
right.
I'm trying to search for words, but I believe we need them to some extent.
Yeah, in order to house like this storage and all this shit.
But
yeah.
Can we come up with a better way? Can we think through this a little bit before just, hey, let's plop this right here in the middle of nowhere?
Well, and that's the crazy part about it is like I'm watching all of these videos. And do I believe every one of them? No, of course not. That'd be naive.
Yep.
But I'm watching these people like these things are like prisons being built behind these residential neighborhoods.
Yep.
And these people there's cameras everywhere on these things.
Yep.
They're being surveilled at every given moment.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
It is honestly wild.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like when you like going back to what we were talking about with the ones being built in Port Washington, Pleasant Prairie, you're talking they want to build one in Milwaukee and an old Walmart.
Well, and I'm surprised that they haven't started popping up more along Lake Michigan.
Well, right.
Because we have a great water supply,
Correct.
which is some of the largest, if not the largest freshwater lakes in the world.
Yes.
Right, 20 minutes from our house.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the biggest things you always hear is that they need a ton of water.
Yeah.
Right. But if we start using that water and polluting it and it's not drinkable, does that start harming the fish, the wildlife, all that stuff? Right?
It affects the ecosystem.
There's larger impacts that we need to think through a little bit more before we just start shotgunning these things up everywhere.
Well, and so here's the thing. So you gotta like the government doesn't care. Like again, it's both sides.
They don't give a fuck.
It's both sides, and they're both ramming them through. They're both doing the thing. Whatever.
Team Ramrod.
Right. Exactly. And so I want to actually give you. Hold on a second here. Kevin O'Leary is building this data center out in Utah, and
we're like, so like you think about other places in the country, the water, they don't have a giant fucking lake right next to them, right? There are places that don't have water. They don't like I think we take it for granted sometimes how much and easy water is to
Oh
be
yeah,
around and stuff. Not to mention Lake Michigan,
right.
but all the inland lakes here.
So think
That
about
isn't.
so think about it like this: the Colorado River serves water to a ton of states.
Mhm.
It is the lowest levels of water it has been in years,
Yeah.
centuries, more than more than not.
Mhm.
And so, like for example, originally Kevin O'Leary was going to build a 40,000 acre data center.
40,000 acres.
The-
I can't even conceive. Comprehend is the right word.
yeah,
Not conceive. That's the wrong word. I can't comprehend that size.
no, I
That's
mean,
what she said.
thank you. And so apparently he's cut it down now to 10,000 acres. But here's the problem: so Utah literally is in the worst drought it's been in a century.
Mm-hmm.
There's 20, I believe there's 29 counties. 22 of them are in a like extreme drought.
Yep.
Think about that.
That's wild.
And
This data center has been built already?
I don't
Or-
I don't I they keep talking about it. I think it's in the process of being built.
Okay.
But the drought is so bad that the governor Spencer Cox is literally telling people that there's a national emergency
Mm-hmm.
to the state, or state of emergency to the state, and that they have to control their water usage. But here's what gets me: this data center that's being built can just use and consume all of the water it ever needs. But yet the people of Utah can't do that.
Because the people of Utah don't have the money that's going to be given
Here's the
to
other,
the people who made those decisions to approve it, because they're not Kevin O'Leary.
here's the fucked up part though. There's a city in Utah where this fucking thing's being built. The people that live there have to find a new energy supplier. So, like, we have We Energies here.
Yeah, because they
Whatever
can't-
energy company owns this, grid out in the city that I'm talking about,
Yep.
they are using all of that power to go to that data center.
That's bullshit.
And so the city has to literally find a separate source of power. Tell me how
Which
that
shouldn't be on them.
Well, of course not.
That should be the data center's
Exactly.
issue to figure out how they're going to get power. You want to build your shit here? You figure out
But
how
now
to get
you have
power.
this executive order, the one I just mentioned,
Mhm.
14318, where it talks literally in there about these are a form of national security. So these aren't, to me, I'm just gonna go off the rails here for a second.
I'll join you.
These aren't data centers. They're literally surveillance centers.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally just using this to like track us. That's what's fucked up.
They're already doing
Well, exactly.
Your phone is tracking your location,
course.
your conversations, all that. We're such a huge podcast that everyone hears our shit anyways, right?
Well, right.
So, go like, subscribe, follow. But like, even when your phone's off, it's still listening. Like there's always stuff listening. And if you go down certain conspiracy theory rabbit holes, there's thoughts that like everything that's ever been made from like made in China, right?
Yeah.
Has a little device that will someday be able to like all of a sudden turn this mic into a computer that functions on its own,
Right.
and it can listen to everything.
Oh, they bought
and do all
the
that stuff,
sunglasses
right?
and shit.
Like these are the things, and this is the reasons why we need these data centers.
Right.
But there's no way in my mind that it's okay to displace people from their homes
Right.
and from their electricity and stuff like that. Like, you are turning certain parts surrounding these data centers, you're turning them into third world countries.
Correct. And
They have shitty water,
Yeah.
and they have no electricity.
They said that the temperatures where the city is located in
Mhm.
Utah would go up 8 degrees during the day and 3 degrees during the night.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then and here's the other thing. Another one in Tennessee. This is gonna make you chuckle for a second, but like the decibel limit. We have that problem in our
We
city.
have that problem. Tacos tequila.
At the property line,
Mm-hmm.
this data center lawyer comes out and says, well, by law, the data center property line has to have a decibel limit of 65 decibels.
Okay. Do you know what that compares to? I don't.
I don't, I'll be honest. But like you should look that up quick.
Yep, I'm looking it up.
But imagine what it sounds like when you get closer to the data center.
Mm-hmm.
So great that you have these thousands of acres. Imagine what that sounds like when you're up against the data center.
Right. That's got to be wild, and like I would imagine you would almost feel that.
Yeah. See, sound does vibrate.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking physics, science, bitches. To 65 decibels, you said?
Correct. Wow, this tea is so gross.
Yeah.
Please hold.
Okay, 65 decibel noise is a moderate conversational sound level. It's roughly equivalent to a normal conversation at about 3 feet. Moderate office activity, background music in a cafe, or the hum of an air conditioner. So it was at the property line. It was
At the property line, it was 65 decibels.
Yep. Which, to someone who lives by a freeway or by a busy area, you're like, oh, that's nothing. But in these small towns in the middle of nowhere where they're being built, where you can hear your neighbor from 5 miles away fart hard enough because it's so quiet out there, like that's a big number.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is.
Like I don't. We're prioritizing the needs of a handful of people and technology and whatnot for the sake of what? Right? Like why do we need this?
Well, and that's my thing. It's like who is that?
You gonna make that?
No,
You gonna make it?
But so I wanted to show you a video, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So we just, as a society, I feel like we just try to make lives harder for the bottom half.
Yeah.
And I think for me, where I get frustrated in this conversation, there is no consideration for the people who have to deal with the shit. Right? Like these people in their backyards are having to deal with these massive buildings.
Yeah.
Where their water's turning to dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally what it is. It's the color.
Yep.
You can't drink it. There's people in Georgia that have to literally have their water imported from some other city to actually have drinkable water. This is supposed to be America, okay? Like, for me, it's one of those scenarios where America is just different than everywhere else. Like, the world has its problems, I understand. But, like, you're telling me we're supposed to be a first world country when you have people that have undrinkable water here.
And no power.
How does it, like, are we serious right now?
Because we wanted to build some big ass building.
Yeah.
So that computers can think for us, so we don't have to.
And the thing is so obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the servers need to cool off in water. But there's alternatives to this. There's some sort of gel. Like, apparently, I watched a video on this just a day or two ago. Like, there's a gel that things can be submersed into. These people can get other ways to actually have these things cooled down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too expensive for them. It's too expensive.
Well,
but your electric
it's
bill,
more expensive than what they want to pay because
right?
they're in the business of making money.
Well, right. And so I guess, like obviously this is more of a parental podcast, right? So for me, it's like, when you're talking about our kids' future,
Mm-hmm. This has a lot to do with our kids' future.
yes, 100%. Like, I don't ever want, any kid, let alone my own, to be like, well, how can mom and dad afford their electric bill this month?
Yeah.
Where are we going to get our drinking water from?
Gotta start selling those feet pics. Hard.
I mean, or two dads, one mic, OnlyFans
Yeah,
page,
right?
you know what I'm
Like,
saying? But it's one of those things where it's just, it's wild to think about that this is the position that we're in.
so and the thing that piggybacks off of this, right? Talk about the water pollution. You talk about the the noise pollution. You talk about all these other things. The other factor is that the amount of electricity it needs, right?
Yeah.
You talked about that city in Utah
Yep.
or a town or whatever it is that they were told, fuck off. We need this power for this shit because some billionaire thinks he's more important than you, right? Where the fuck do you think they're getting the power? Like this piggybacks off
Oh,
of
1,000%.
Of going to global, like the health of our globe, our world, right? You have to make so much more energy, and this is another debate that we could have sometime, because I get there are ways that are good ways to have renewable energy,
Yeah.
right? And these are some of the things that, like, if you're gonna build a data center, it should be you supply your own power,
Well, that's the thing, right? I don't want to be paying
and
foot the bill for this shit.
more leeway when you can produce it renewably.
Right.
Like, where's shit like that? And
Well,
that's like I said before, is I feel like some of these are getting, all right, let's get in here quick and get this done before it's too late to turn back.
well,
And that will have negative effects for generations.
and that's the thing. We're like, we won't see if this ever changes, we won't see the effects of that. This
No.
is we're on a fucking steep decline, and we ain't
Hold on.
right. We our brakes on our bicycle have literally just broken, and there's no way to stop to hit the rock wall
They
at the bottom.
burned clear off.
Correct, exactly. And well, so one other thing I want to touch on before we go into this more is the government is using eminent domain to. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But there might be listeners
for
that
our
don't know.
audience, eminent domain is essentially allowing the government to take your property just because it feels it needs to for national security reasons, right? And so what happens is that there's places down south specifically, like one place in Georgia that I recall seeing, where a farmer had his land taken, and like majority of it, like his cattle, everything, because the government wanted to build a data center on his property.
That's bullshit.
Yep.
That's utter bullshit.
Yep.
No pun intended.
Agreed.
Although kind of it was.
So, but so they're literally going into these neighborhoods. They're knocking down homes, and they're using the argument of eminent domain to do it. So these people are literally having to get kicked out of their homes that they've lived in for how many years because the government wants to build or have these data centers built.
Mm-hmm.
And where are those people going to go?
You don't know.
The only town and city some of these people have ever known is gone.
Yep.
And to me, that is fucked up.
That's really fucked up.
Just snap of a finger.
And I'm looking forward to having more conversations about this, because there's a lot of people that are fighting the good fight and trying to. I've heard now 50% of data center like projects are now like on hold
Yes, correct.
because of legislation or
Well, that's where I think
caught up in the courts is like is if enough people stand up for it.
right.
Like I think we can actually make a difference in not just our future but our kids' future.
Well, and that's where I think someone like Quinn, who advocates for this stuff, people like her, I think, come in handy because of the fact of like they're giving you education, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the government doesn't want. Is they
Nope.
don't want their citizens to be educated because if they're educated, they know too much. And if they know too much, things can't happen.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm excited to see what happens with this conversation with her. And like I said, I don't know when she'll be on, but she'll be on very soon.
Yeah, we're like we've been promising for a long time.
We have lots
We've
of people.
we have people staged and ready. We've been doing a lot of shows without guests. We're trying to work out crazy schedules. This is part of the Two Dads experience. We are busy as fuck
Yep.
individually.
Agreed.
The people we want to talk to are busy as shit in their own regard. Like,
Yes.
we're trying to find times to have these conversations, some of these more serious ones and more kind of prominent in terms of importance,
Yes.
but also the kind of laid back, just for entertainment, just, we want to talk to people type of conversations, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me appreciate a good partnership. You know what a good partnership we have?
I think I do.
Are you aware
I think I am.
of the partnership in which is about to spew out my mouth?
But to smack the shit out your mouth.
Smacking sunflower seeds.
Yes. Amen.
Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth. Why is that not their slogan? Why is that not like like there's got to be a food producer of a snack or something that it just says, smacking sunflower seeds, put it in your mouth.
Smacking sunflower seeds. Put them in your mouth.
That's very aggressive, but no. Go to the link below, or type it in. I'll give it to you right now. You get a 10% off anything on their website. www.smackinssunflowerseeds.com/2dads1mike. The number 2 DADS. The number 1 MIC. Hit it up. Get those specialty flavors. They got bacon mac and cheese. I saw blueberry pie on the website the other day. I'm gonna get through this. They got chili cheese dog, taco, Mexican street corn, along with all the regular flavors. You got, just plain, the OG. If there's any flavor you want, they have it. If you don't see it, suggest it to them. That's how they come up with these crazy ideas. Hit them up, get your 10% off. Any flavor you want, any kit you want to build, hit those up and put it in your mouth.
Put that shit in there. What
she said.
What he said. Anywhoozin. All right. Now it's time for the fucking segment that we gotta do.
Oh, that everybody loves.
Everyone loves it, especially, well, I won't name his name on here, but he knows he loves it.
He knows he loves it.
Wisconsin or no, where we give you facts, we go through multiple choice questions, we give it all in your mouth.
All the things and the stuff. I'm not going as far as that, but I'm not going to make promises that I'm going to have to upkeep.
All right, you ready for this?
Faux show.
So last episode, Mike did what? Weird facts? Weird rules, laws?
Weird ordinances.
We're going to continue that.
This is great.
This one is going to be great.
I love this.
All right. You may not wear blue jeans down Noble Street. Is that in Wisconsin or no?
No.
That's correct. It's actually in Anniston, Alabama.
Oh, I was going to say Tennessee, but
that's
close. Yep.
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
Here we go. Donkeys cannot sleep in bathtubs. Do you think that is Wisconsin
It's a law that a donkey cannot.
Correct. Or no.
What in the fuck? That is some Alabama shit right there.
You are actually or no, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
correct?
it's or no. Sorry.
Okay, but you
I
think
missed that.
specifically
No.
Alabama.
That sounds like some Alabama or Kentucky bullshit.
It's actually from Arizona.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes, correct, correct. All right, so here's another one. It is illegal to sing in a public place while attired in a swimsuit.
The fuck? Or no, that's definitely not Wisconsin.
That's actually Sarasota, Florida. That's correct.
That tracks.
Yes.
That tracks. That's so fucked up
Yep.
that it's got to be Florida.
This one's going to really throw you off.
All right.
All right. Horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants. Horses are forbidden to eat fire hydrants. Wisconsin. Or no?
What in the fuck? How are they going to eat? Hold on. Can we break this down a little bit?
All I have is the information that's in front of me.
How the fuck is a horse going to eat a metal fire hydrant? It's going to be like more of a they ain't got no teeth left after that. That's Wisconsin.
That is incorrect. It is actually Iowa.
That makes sense. Fucking Iowa.
All right, hold on. I got more.
Can't eat. It's forbidden for how you know how many fire hydrants a horse had to eat? It's probably just one fucked up horse that was like, hey, this is good.
Balls may not be thrown.
Balls.
May not be thrown within the city limits.
Lacrosse, Wisconsin.
That is incorrect. It's Montana.
Okay. A ball can't be thrown.
We're getting to the end.
In
here.
last episode, we had a snowballs in, I think it was lacrosse or Wausau or something like that.
Wausau.
I was gonna say Wapaka. The snowballs got grouped into missiles and projectiles, so you couldn't throw them in the city limits. But a regular bomb you could do,
Yeah, right.
just as long as it's not a missile.
All right, here we go. It is illegal not to drink milk. Which is that Wisconsin?
It is illegal. There's a double negative, so I got to sort this out.
It is illegal not to drink milk.
It is illegal not to drink milk. That's got to be Wisconsin.
It is not. It is actually Utah.
What the fuck?
All right, you ready for this last one?
What happens if you're lactose intolerant? Can you just imagine me like, I gotta drink my milk today? Glug, glug, glug.
I mean, lactose intolerant people probably didn't exist as much back then. So
Are these current?
no, they are not.
Old timey.
They're kind of old timey, yeah.
It's like, how would they regulate? Like,
Yeah.
you haven't had your milk in a week. Hang them. Like, what the fuck? Like, what crime did you commit?
Harry.
I didn't drink my milk last week.
We are here today to hang this man for not drinking milk.
What if the cow dies? What if the cow dies? I haven't had my milk. I'm getting now. I'm done. So
yeah, you're done. So
oh my goodness.
All right, I got two more. At one time, margarine was illegal.
Margarine. Now I know there are some laws in Wisconsin. I think they're still active. Through our Wisconsin or no, we have come across a margarine law before. But it was with you can't serve artificially colored margarine unless specifically asked for by a customer. That is in Wisconsin, so I'm going to think this groups in with that. So I'm going to say Wisconsin.
That is correct. It is Wisconsin.
Yes.
All right, last one. you are allowed to marry your house. Is that Wisconsin or no?
That sounds like some Wyoming bullshit.
You,
Or no,
you would be incorrect. It is Wisconsin.
you can't marry your
No,
house.
you can.
You can marry your house? What the fuck?
Yes, old-timey rule says you can marry your house. You can really marry anything. It's kind of weird. If I wanted to marry this can right here, I could probably do it. Some state's going to let me do it.
I would become certified as a reverend
To do that for me?
to do that for you.
Thank you.
If that's your wildest
Thank
dream.
you.
Can you imagine that honeymoon though?
I know. It would be fucking wild.
All cut up and shit. It hurts. It hurts.
Make it stop. I'm a real boy.
This has got to stop. This has got to stop. This has got to end.
Anyways, you got anything else for us?
Like, subscribe, follow. We appreciate all the support. we want to keep this conversation going. We want to hear your points. We want to hear your viewpoints, pros, cons.
And where could they email us, Michael?
Oh, there's this one email I heard one time that was two dads, one mic. Were there numbers after that?
Oh, yeah.
Was it? Is two dads, one mic? Oh, yeah, 414.
Not for 3 months.
Yeah, for 3 months there wasn't. Two dads, one mic, 414@gmail.com.
Sweet. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. On that note, thanks for joining us on the Two Dads, One Mic podcast. My name's Taylor. That's Mike. Peace.